Good afternoon. Once again, thank you for being here with the Young Youth Organization. Today's press conference is particularly being called in regard to uh, the local and regional taxi permits that are being issued. Amigan, Olop, for some few months, in fact, for almost a year, we have been uh, doing some research and then analyzing in regard to the taxis that are applying uh, in our state. The major concern that we are facing here is the traffic congestion that we are facing on a regular basis. And the other thing is that the unregulated issue of local and regional taxis. So almost uh, majority of the taxi permits which are issued is being observed that it is given from the Kohima Regional Transport Office. However, there are certain loopholes and then discrepancies which needs to be streamlined. So from the Angami Youth Organization of SBS, we have formed a committee that have been doing extensive research, and then there are some findings, and then there are some measures which could and which might help the uh, in easing the traffic congestion, as well as to regulate for issuing of more transparent and more genuine taxi permits. Uh, we have been consulting the various members of our regional transport authority, starting from the administration to our regional transport officer. So the others, I would like to request our colleagues and the committee members to take the time one after the other.
As the President has briefly given the outline of this press conference, our focus is in today's press conference, our focus is basically on giving an extensive checking on the taxis line in Kohima district. So, as per our research, we have found out that after the ban of issue of taxi permit since 2022 on 6th of June, it's been
July.
3 years.
6th of July.
Within a span of 3 years, we have found out that more than 300 taxi permits have been issued. So we'd like to put a question to the concerned authority how these permits are being issued against the standing order of the government. Now coming back to the exercise that we are going to take, I would like to give a schedule of our checking of the taxi permit. The checking of the documents of the permits shall be done on 24th of June, which will culminate on 28th. So on the day 24th of June, we request the particular taxis to arrive to the AYO office at 9 a.m. The taxi stands mentioned for day 1, that is 24th of June, will be taxis plying in New Reserve Area, Lire CRPF Camp, AG, BOC, Jaffa Hotel, Jail Colony, Agri and Forest, and Paramedical. So all those taxis who are having their stand in these particular colonies will come and do verification on 24th of June, beginning at 9 a.m. On day 2, we shall be having verification for taxis plying in Chanmari, PWD, town area. The town area includes Pulbari, NST, TCP, Hospital Colony, All MLA Hostel Junction, local ground area, and Raja Point. On day 2, that is on 25th of June. On day 3, 26th of June, the taxis to come for verifications are High School area, Kika Colony, Secretariat area, and ISBT. Day 4 and day 5, that is 27 and 28, we reserve it for regional taxis plying in all the zones of this Kohima district, including the taxis plying from Kohima to Dimapur. So all these regional taxis and other local taxis who are not plying in a specific parking. So we request all these, the taxi owners as well as the drivers to keep in mind the specific dates and come for verification.
In regards to what our president and our community colleagues has said, regarding taxi, it's not transferable as we know. So, in regards to the transferable of taxi permit, we are going to check on that also, and we would like to request the owner of the taxi to bring their Aadhaar card and necessary vehicle documents for registration. And for the drivers, we would like their uh, driving license numbers and their Aadhaar card as well as well.
After taking charge of the AYO office in the year 2023 under the able leadership of our president, Kasosol Christopher Lutu, this was one concern which he also raised it in the very first meeting as a very important agenda. We have also done our research on our part in reaching out to the concerned authorities, some individuals who are experts in this, and also we have been doing so till this day. We have come to a point that it is time to go for an extensive taxi verification drive. Some of the reasons why we are going ahead with this, we have heard cases of lots of irregularities in issuing of taxi permit. Another issue is we have heard cases of taxi permits stated by our committee member Savi Shohu being transferred to the second or third party. That indigenous Naga citizen here will just get the permit and transferring it to another person. We have also heard cases of double permits. Maybe this we also have to know better. We also trying to study it better, but we have also heard complaints that there have been lapses from the concerned authority or the or the authority issuing the taxi permit. So again, all this ought the organization has a concern that genuine and transparent by issuing genuine and transparent taxi permits, it can at least encourage or help in the move towards providing employment to our Naga youth. That is also one reason that we also would like to stress. And as our president stated, that the random issuing of taxi permits all these years is also adding a lot of problems to traffic congestion in Kohima, and this is one area where the Kohima Smart City Development also being emphasizing on this. So we also want to go on this. The date has been mentioned by a committee member, Vipu Zashimo, that we will start the taxi verification drive starting from 24th, that is Tuesday to Saturday. We are expecting the cooperation of all the taxi permit holders to come and at least meet us on this day. Non-compliance, we are going to have an extensive duty in those members or those holders, because if they don't come forward, then there is something wrong with them. That means that either their genuine taxi permit has been transferred to somebody or somebody else who else. So we want to get to know better on this. And to go ahead with this, as our president stated, we are also going ahead with the taxi verification drive in consultation with the regional transport office and also the district administration.
You mean to say they have given you the authority to conduct this verification?
One thing we also should know on this is that we have been all our concerned stakeholders to this. to solve the problems, at least in the traffic congestion or even taxi permit also. They have also been trying their best maybe, but there have been lapses. So maybe in consultation with this, we will also want to, all of us are responsible for providing a good ambience, at least for the Kohima smart city, Kohima city. So this is one concern that we have raised, and they have given their consent to let us go ahead with this.
In consultation with the ANTA, the administration, the traffic, the police as well.
General Secretary has given a brief reply to your query. See, AYO is a non-governmental organization. However, when it comes to coordination of district functioning, it is very clear that in most of the committees under the district, AYO is a nominee or is a member of various committees when it comes to the welfare of the district. Here, we have, as said, we have had extensive discussion with the former Deputy Commissioner, Sir Ramnikant, as well as the incumbent DC has been briefed about this issue. The RTO has also been briefed on this issue. The issue has also been highlighted to the traffic police as well. So it is not about giving the authorization to AYO from any authority, but it is an exercise being carried for the welfare of all of us, taking into confidence as well as taking into the suggestions of the administration and the government agencies as well. So let us not take it in a way as authorization, but it is in consultation with the competent authority. I think that should be the right term. And then আমি খান সব মানুহ লগা কনভিনিয়েন্ট কাৰণে নাগামিজ পৰা সবচে ব্রিফ পৰা আংগামি ইউথ অর্গানাইজেশন হলেতো ট্যাক্সি পারমিট খান 24 পৰা 28 জুন তক চেকিং কৰিবলৈ আছে ডেট খান আৰু কলোনি খান ট্যাক্সি স্ট্যান্ড খান কোনটো কিটা কিটা হ'ব লাগে আমি লাগিত আমি খান লাকুলি একজন পৰা বাল ওরা কই দিছে ইটো আহি কিনে নাকুৰিছে বুলেতো মই খান সব আপনি খান কাৰণে দুখ পাবলৈ লাদে ওলাব কিলে মানে এতিয়া ট্যাক্সি চাই হিচাপতে হলেতো ট্যাক্সি লগা ফার্স্ট ক্রাইটেরিয়াটো হলেতো আপনি খান পারমিটে বি দেখি থাকিব ইটোতো নন ট্রান্সফারেবল আছে পারমিটটো হলেতো এতিয়া কি হোৱা আছে বুলেতো ট্যাক্সি পারমিট খান আপনি চলাই থাকি না বিক্রি কৰি না সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড কুৰিয়া লগাই তো বেছি বিজনেস একটা হৈ যাইছে আৰু ট্যাক্সি পারমিটটো কি হৈছে বুলেতো 6 জুলাই 2022 পৰা বন্ধ কৰি কিনা আছে নহলে বি যোৱা সাল আরটিআই একটা ফাইল কৰা দলে যোৱা সাল তক হলে বি 300 প্লাস ট্যাক্সি পারমিট ইস্যু কৰি কিনা আছে আৰু ইটো খান আনৰেগুলেটেড আছে ইটো পৰা এতিয়া ট্যাক্সি সাবি এক সাল ভিতৰতে 300 প্লাস ট্যাক্সি পারমিট ইস্যু কৰি দিয়া ইটো বি বান কৰি না থাকা টাইম একটা দে তো ইনিকা ইটো লাগিয়া সাল খান কিমান ট্যাক্সি পারমিট ইস্যু কৰি কিনা আছে ইটো খান বি একবাৰ স্ট্রিমলাইন কৰা কাৰণে আছে ওনারশিপ নন ট্রান্সফারেবল আছে ইটো পৰা আপনি খান লাগা ড্রাইভার খান আৰু গাড়ী মালিক খান আহি কিনে আপনি খান লাগা সাপোর্টিং ডকুমেন্টস খান ইটো আমি আছে কই কিনে আপনি লাগা ডকুমেন্টস অফিসিয়ালি গভর্নমেন্ট পৰা কি রিকগনাইজ কৰে ইটো লৈ কিনে আহি কিনে আমি খান লগত একবাৰ লগ পাই কিনে আমি খান সব মানুহ কাৰণে বাল হ'লে কাৰণে ইটো কৰি আছে তাইহে রেজিস্ট্রেশন ডিমাপুর হবি মৌকচুং হবি ওখা হবি as long as you are applying আমি খান লাগা টাউন খান দে আমি খান লাগা সিটিজ খান দে কি লগতে সার্ভিস দিয়া আছে বুঝি বলে তো আপনি খান কে মরম বাড়াইতো আহি কিনে ভেরিফাই কৰি দিবি ইটোতো হলে তো আমি খান সব লাগা কনভিনিয়েন্স কাৰণে আৰু ট্রান্সপারেন্সি থাকিব কাৰণে আপনি খান সব আৰু আমি খান হলে বি ট্রাফিক জাম তো বেশি আলছি লাগে ট্রাফিক জাম আনরেগুলেটেড vehicles খান কমার্শিয়ালি প্লাই কৰা খান ইটো খান আমি খান সব স্ট্রিমলাইন কৰিছিল তো আমি খান খানিবি আরাম হ'ব আপনি খান খানিবি আরাম হ'ব ইটো কাৰণে ইটো এক্সারসাইজটো হলে তো আমি খান ঘুৰুবলে তো আমি খান লাগা সোসাইটি আৰু জেনারেল পাব্লিক লাগা ইজ আৰু ট্রান্সপারেন্সি আৰু কি জানে ইটো এক্সারসাইজ বা চলাইছে বলে কালি পরশন আমি খান ট্যাক্সি পারমিট হলিবি অলপ বাল বা রেগুলেট কৰি কিনে এতিয়া আপনি খান স্কুটি পারমিট খান কিনিকা পা আছে ইনিকা নিচিনা ট্রান্সপারেন্সি কোনবা বি সাজেস্ট কৰিবলৈ আৰু ৰিকমেন্ড কৰিবলৈ আহিবলৈ লা টাইম বি পারে ইটো পৰা ইটো এক্সারসাইজতে সবকে বাল বা পার্টিসিপেট কৰি কিনে কোৱা আছে আৰু ওনার না হৈ কিনে আহি কিনে আপুনি মিছা পৰা আপনি নাম আৰু আপনি লাগা ক্লেইমস খান তাতে সাইন কৰি না থাকে ৰাখিছে বলে তো আপনি কি জি হলিবি দূৰবলৈ আছে ট্যাক্সি স্ট্যান্ড আপনি লাগা গাড়ি কুদে পোলা আছে তাতে খান সব চিনা জানা আছে তো পৰা মিছা কই কিনে আহি কিনে আপনি লাগা রং ক্লেম না দিবি কিলা মানে একদিন আপনাকে দূরেছে গ'লে তো ইটো লগা ৰেছপনচিবিলিটি চবখন চাইন কৰি কিনে আছে তাৰ ওপৰতে যাব এইটো পৰা মালিক নহয় গ'লেতো নাহিবি গৈ কিনে এডভান্স পৰা কোৱা আছে আৰু ইটো গাড়ী খানটো হ'লেতো আমি খান পিছেৰে ডিছকাছ কৰিব জেনুইন খান কি আছে এইটো খান আমি খান কাৰ্পাছ একটা বনাই কিনে আছে নট কাৰ্পাছ নহ'লে ভেৰিফাইড লগা ষ্টিকাৰ একটা বনাই কিনে আছে ইনিয়া কৰি এইটো ষ্টিকাৰটো হ'লেতো গাড়ী লগা উইণ্ডশ্বিল্ডে দিব ইনিয়া কৰি এইটো খান দিছ উইল বি দি অফিচিয়েল IO we have not even given IO also but verified কৰি কিনে আছে আৰু for every sticker there is a serial number itu পৰা itu serial number to hule to itu temporary grow na paribo serial number ekta hai ase aro piche de gari number di kina rakhibo aro signature aro seal thakibo passenger khan pola do hule bi itu gari number aro tai laga sticker do teli gure na gure itu bi ama khan laga passengers aro consumer khan ki bi itu aware thakibi gui kine through this press conference itu bi apni khan ke share kuri dia ase.
Another point which we can add is that we have also heard cases of some taxi drivers not having driving license and driving in the town. So I think this is also going to come to our verification. So we can put on, I think, raise note down this also.
Any rough idea how many taxis are flying within Kohima, be it local or regional?
Actually, so far, what we get for information from our RTA, there are 3,262 local and regional taxi. There are active here in Kohima, and about 15 years, 689. There are applying in Kohima. That's what we got information from RTO. The total is 3,951.
15 years and above.
15 years and above.
Their permit has already crossed 15 years.
Taxi permit.
And then let us be assured that anta laga full team logode iki logode bohi kine discuss kora laga ase itu issue to hole to tai khan hole bi itu issue ownership laga hole bi tai khan laga driver khan laga welfare khan sob taking into consideration anta logode hole bi bal bora consultative meeting yate anu khan angam youth organization office te bohi kine he itu exercise undertake kore ase and then we will also be requiring more of their support and cooperation in the days of our exercise. Oh, and then the drivers kindly apni khan laga anta laga ID driver laga ID de bhi logi na hibe.
Taxis khange clear bara janibole di ase verified sticker itu gari de thaki jabo. All the taxis, those who did not acquire this verified sticker in their car will not be permitted to fly within Kohima district. It will janigine thakbe.
So, you yourself, you have said that 300 permits were issued even after the ban on the issue of permits. So, what are you going to do with that 300? So, what did you consult the post?
That we have given an RTI, and then that is the response that we have received. We are yet to take any certain call on that number of vehicle, but what we have been told is that NL01TA 703 0703 NL01TA 0703 is the last number which was issued before 6 July 2024. 2022 July 6. So before that, those vehicles verification will be done, and then registration, those numbers falling after that, we will have to have further consultations before taking any decision on vehicles having the registration after 0703.
So, you didn't have any discussion with the authorities on this matter?
No. We have just filed an RTI, and then we have received that RTI reply.
So now the taxi profits that you are talking about, you are saying all the taxis, even from auction or Singapore, whatever, but they will be having their own registration in their own districts. So, but coming to Kohima also means that they will have to come here.
No, see, for example, the Mokokchung regional taxis, they apply and then they have their stand here in Kohima. If they so wish that they wish to come and have their own vehicle verified as well, I think it is most welcome. And then it will be a gesture that they are also showing their solidarity and then their cooperation towards this verification drive.
But there is no need for them as such.
As such, but for the zonal taxis plying, other than regional taxis, zonal taxis will be compulsory, local taxis will be compulsory. But regional, they can have their own option, especially those seven-seater vehicles, inter-district. Other than that, the zonal taxis which are plying from Kohima to Chumul, or for that matter from uh, Dimapur to Gaspani, or Gaspani, Meziphema, or for that matter Chumukidima to Kohima or Chumukidima to Dimapur, they will have to come and verify.
itu Kohima-대 registered hokanna idone
So any verification charges you are taking,
It will be a nominal amount. It will just be a nominal amount. At the most, the expenditures for the printing costs and then the volunteers that will be taking care of the exercise. It will just be a nominal amount.
around
I'd say 200-300 at the most.